Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley, and today I have with me
Austin Wolken.
Austin. How do we know each other? Where do you go?
We work at the radio station together. He's got Oregon State. I've got Colorado. So there's a lot of rivalry between, especially during football season. I don't know if you remember that. But my name's Austin Wolken. I am a junior at Elias Catholic High School. Starting to become really good friends with Cam. We have some of the same interests when it comes to these sports talks and stuff. And I'm looking forward to being on the show today.
So I understand you do a little bit of announcing with Elias, right?
Yes, I'm the PA announcer for the soccer team. Men's right now, but also women's coming up a month from now, March 27th. We got Capital City in our home opener. So hoping the Lady Crusaders can be pretty good this year.
Right. All right. So let's jump into it. We've got our district basketball predictions.
That's right.
We're doing picks for all 48 districts, class 1 through 3, and hopefully this won't be too long of a video.
I got a lot of stuff written down.
We may fast track this and because with smaller classes we don't know as much. There's not as much on social media, so we're gonna do the best we can and not sound like idiots and try to sound professional here and say what we do know.
Yeah, 4 through 6 is definitely going to be the more, probably say, interesting video in terms of schools and stuff. But I'm excited for class 1 through 3. There's still some really good teams on here. So
I agree. All right, so let's start class 1, district 1. We've got Cooter.
Yes.
At the 1 seed. That is my pick here.
The Cooterville Wildcats. They're number 1 seed. They're 16-9. Their next game is at Caruthersville. Overall, just a solid team.
I agree. And they're receiving votes in the coaches poll, and they're scoring 67.2 a game, allowing 55. This is a somewhat easy district for them. So
yes,
we both got Cooter going on. So District 2 now. This is Risco, Richland, Essex, and Scott County Central as the top 3.
As a combination of teams, right?
Yeah,
gotcha.
Those 3 are the top 3 in the district. So Risco is ranked 7th in the Class 1 coaches poll, and Richland is 9. All right, who do you have in this?
I also took Risco. They're 22-4, 6-0 in the district, and they're 10-0 at home, which is impressive. They got a 2-game win streak going for them right now. So Risco, who is the team that I chose in the Class 1 District 2.
I'm going to take Richland here, actually.
Wow.
And the reason I say this is because they're both scoring similar, and Richland is allowing more, but Richland has the host for the tournament. So I don't know if you caught that.
Is their home court?
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that.
I did not catch that.
But
so that could play an impact. I did not see that.
So during the District 2 tournament, it will be in Essex. So
I should have looked at Risco's road numbers. The record on the road.
So I'm gonna take Richland here to take District 2. All right.
I like that. I didn't catch that. That's a good catch by you.
So who do you have for District 3 here?
District 3, I chose the South Iron Panthers. They're the number 1 rank overall in the entire class of Class 1. The last game they played, they won 74-61 against Festus. And their next game's versus North Callaway. And a couple of teams in their division here. Crossroads College Preparatory, they're 0-17.
Right. And St. Paul Lutheran is 4-20.
Yes, I have that written down too.
Their number 2 is Bunker. They're 17-9.
Yes.
That's the only competition that South Iron has. And South Iron is home for this tournament, so I think that they'll wrap this one up pretty easily.
Yeah, that's who I have written down as their pretty much only competition in the district is Bunker. But I still think South Iron is going to win the district here.
So for Class 4, this is probably one of the stronger, not Class 4, sorry, District 4. This is probably one of the stronger districts that we have. So number 1 is Eminence at 16-7, Niangua 19-3, Chadwick 22-3, and Couch 16-10. Now, their number 4, Couch, they are receiving votes in the coaches poll.
there's another stacked division like this later on when we get into Class 3 that I thought was the most stacked out of the 3 classes we were going to go over. But who'd you choose for District 4?
I'm going to take Niangua here.
Yes, I'm going to second that.
So Niangua's scoring 68.6, and they're allowing under 50 a game, and they're ranked third in the coaches poll.
Yes, they're coached by Caleb Copeling, and they have a bye being the number 1 seed.
So Chadwick now, they're number 3. They're scoring 60 a game, and they're only allowing 34. So that could prove as a test for Niangua, but I think we both believe that won't be too much of a problem in the long run. So District 5 now, hosted by Walnut Grove. They are the 1 seed as well. I'm going to go with them. I think, they don't have any special teams in this.
I went with a different school. I went with the school of the Ozarks, the Patriots. They're coached by Jerry Marth, excuse me. They're 16-8, 7-2 at home, 5-5 away, putting up 51.8 points per game and allowing 45.1. So only a 6-point differential there. But overall, looking at them, I think they can pull out District 5.
For my pick, Walnut Grove, they are scoring 56 a game and allowing 47. So a little bit better of a difference. But if the School of the Ozarks takes care of Exeter here in 2 days, we are filming this on the 18th. Hopefully we'll get this up before it all happens. But so as long as School of the Ozarks takes care of Exeter, we will see School of the Ozarks and Walnut Grove in the semifinal. So
yes,
we'll see our 2 picks pinned up pretty quickly here. So District 6 now, hosted by Greenfield. They're 2-24, so no home court here. I'm going to take Doddville.
Yes, I also took Doddville, the Doddville Bearcats. They're ranked 10th in the Class 1 association. 17-9, which isn't the most impressive record we'll see today. They only put up 53.7 points per game, and they allow 42. And they play Golden City in the first round of the District 6 championship.
And their competition is Lockwood. Lockwood is 17-8. They're ranked 1 in the tournament.
It's between Lockwood and Doddville. Doddville?
Yeah, I'd say Doddville. I don't know. Anybody in the comments that knows, please.
Yeah,
we're going to ask that a few times today, probably.
Oh, yeah.
So District 7 now, hosted by Max Creek. I've got a boy there. I wouldn't say I'm close to him, but shout out Jose.
Shout out Jose.
So they are the 4 seed. They're 6-18 this year, so not the best season. So they may get bounced a little early, but I'm going to take the 2 seed, St. Elizabeth, in this.
Ooh. Yet again, took another school. I took the Wheatland Mules. They are ranked number 1 overall in the district. They're 18-8 overall. They're 8-2 in neutral site games, which is really the key stat I looked at when it came to these district tournament games, as they're all played mostly in a neutral site for most of these teams. But in that district, only 2 other teams had winning records, and it was St. Elizabeth and Himtage, if I say that right.
So I took St. E, and they're scoring 61.5, but they're also allowing 61. So that may scare some people, 14-12 as well. But they didn't have the easiest schedule in the world. They played some pretty tough teams, and I think they're battle tested going into the district tournament. So we'll differ there. Yep. St. E is receiving votes in the coaches poll. Wheatland, I don't believe they are. So
no. Once again, I just looked at the 8-2 in neutral sites, and they can play away from home court.
So now on to District 8, almost halfway through Class 1 now. Hume, I believe, is the host. I think that's how you say it. They're 12-13 this year. I don't think that they're going to win the district, though. I've got Sheldon at 16-10.
I went with the Montrose Jays. They're ranked 3rd in the district right now going into the tournament. The record's 13-10, not overly outstanding by any means. They put up 49.1 points per game, 47 points allowed. But the way the bracket fell in District 8, I liked their outcome to come out on top. And I believe they have a good coach, at least in terms of name recognition or just name overall. Tommy Martin McLean Jr. So
Very interesting.
I went with the Montrose Jays, not because of that, just because, like I said, I like the way the bracket fell.
All right, so for District 9 now, Sacred Heart from Sedalia.
Yes, the Gremlins.
They they are the 1 seed.
How far away is that from us?
That's about 30 out from us.
30. They're coached by Stephen Goodwin, and they put up these numbers. They're 21-5 overall. They're 7-2 at home, 7-2 away, 7-1 in neutral site games, and they put up 62 points per game, and they only allow about 48.
And they're also ranked 8 in the coaches poll.
Yes.
So once again, like I said earlier, a battle-tested team going into districts, and I think that even with Kingsville being the 2nd seed and hosting, I think Sacred Heart will wrap this one up pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
So now to 10. We have 24-1 Higbee. I don't think we have to spend too much time on this one.
District 11, here we go.
Higbee scoring 73.6 a game.
Yeah, they're only allowing 46.7.
Their competition is Prairie Home 19-6, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a trouble for Higbee.
Not at all, not at all.
So 11, also another one that I think is pretty easy prevailing. Green City 23-2. Their
Gophers.
Their hardest competition, Atlanta 19-7. Hosted by North Shelby. Green City scoring 69 and allowing 41. That's a pretty solid difference.
It's a pretty nice number of points, too, at 69.
And Green City is ranked 6th in the coaches poll.
Yes, I do want to add in that they are they're 9-1 in neutral site courts, and I also want to add in that they lost to Salisbury, who we'll get into later on in this this episode.
Right. So District 12 now, Brunswick 19-7, Hales Bosworth 18-8. Those are the 2 in District 12 to be looking at. I'm going to take Brunswick. They're scoring 65.5 and allowing just under 47.
Yeah, I also took Brunswick, the Wildcats.
All right. So 13 now, Bramer is 17-9, Hardin Central's 15-9. That's about it for this one. There's only 6 teams in this district, so this one will go rather quickly. Hosted by Norborn, they are the 6th seed. And Bramer scoring almost 64, allowing 47. So not a whole lot to be said here. Did you have anything different besides Bramer here?
In District 13, yeah, I took Hardin.
You did? All right. Why is that?
I took the Hardin Central Bulldogs, 16-9. They put up only 55.3 points per game, but they only allow 48. And there's just something about them that I like.
So 14, I didn't even write everything down for this one because I saw Grundy County 22-3. The rest of the district was really weak. They're scoring 60, allowing 41. That's about it to it.
Yeah, the Panthers, they are really good. And they had no competition in their district with Ridgeway, with Canesville. They went 0-23.
Now for District 15, South Holt is the number 1 seed. They are 16-6. That's who I have in this one.
Yes, and don't quote me on this. Their coach goes by the name of Colby Morris, and he has a son on the team, I believe. It could be his son. Don't know who this guy is, but I was looking at the roster, and his name is Tate Morris. So a little bit of the father-son duo there on the South Holt Knights.
Awesome. So Pattonsburg is their competition. They're scoring 54 a game, but South Holt is scoring 59, and they're also allowing 4 less a game. So I think South Holt can get this one done.
Oh, yeah.
So now our final district for Class 1, and then we'll move on to 2. We've got 16, hosted by South Nodaway, and they are the 1 seed. They are 23-3, but they do have Rockport 18-5 in their district. Do you have Rockport or do you have the 1 seed?
Well, I thought it was worth taking the Worth County Tigers, number 3 in the conference. They will, they're 16-4 overall. Average 56 points per game, 47.5 points allowed. And this is another little scenario here. Their coach is Lou New, Lew space New, and he has 2 sons Tyler and Caleb New, and they both play on the roster.
Tyler is pretty big for their football team. I remember seeing it. They play.
Oh,
I think
really?
they play 8-man football. I was looking. They made it to state. I think they lost. I think they ended up losing. But Tyler was. He's either their quarterback or their running back.
So you know of him?
I know of Tyler. Yes.
Wow.
So shout out to him. I doubt he'll ever see this video. But
Shout out Tyler.
so if you want to come on the show, I'm here. I think
Come on
that's
the
what
show.
I've
It's
got to
fun.
say. It is fun. So South Nodaway is my pick. They're scoring 63.5 a game and allowing 39. So I think that's pretty solid. So I'm going to go with South Nodaway here.
Yep, I agree with your decision, but mine's going to be correct.
So let's go to Class 2 now. District 1, there's not a lot to say here. It's really weak. Neelyville, I think, is probably both of our picks.
No, I took the Campbell Camels.
Campbell Camels. Why is that?
They're ranked third in the district. They went 16-8 overall. 6-3 in the neutral site games, as I continue to go back to. They put up 70 points per game, or excuse me, 67 points per game, and only allow 55.
So District 2, I have Van Buren. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Van Halen, but the Van Buren Bulldogs, I also have them.
And they're 21-5, scoring 64, allowing 55. I think that they'll wrap this one up pretty easily. So District 3, I think we both have Puxico, correct?
Yep, looks like Mexico. The Puxico Indians in Puxico, Missouri. They're coached by Bryant Fernetti, and overall as a team they went 20-5. They put up 70.4 points per game. That'll do it with only allowing 54.
And they are 9th in the coaches poll. Nope,
Yes.
sorry, 8th in the coaches poll.
Yeah, I feel like they should be higher. This team looks good on paper.
District 4, I didn't look too crazy into it. It's a really weak class. I took St. Vincent. They are 15-10.
I took someone different. I took the Crystal City Hornets. They're ranked 4th in the conference.
All right.
You're gonna be like Austin. Why? They went 9-16.
Okay. I need to hear you out here.
They allow 8 more points than they score. But once again, the way the bracket fell, I am sniffing out an upset.
Okay, let's go to District 5, all right? Van Far, 21-5, scoring 64, allowing 46, and they are receiving votes in the poll. I think that you probably took them as well, right?
No, I took the Clopton Hawks, and they're gonna clap ton every single team they play in the tournament.
That's very corny. So, do you know the points per game for Clopton?
Yeah, they put up 57.1.
Awesome. So,
Only allow
yeah.
46.
They're probably somewhat similar to Van Far. I guess we'll see how that one goes.
They only had 6 home games, 7 away, and then 13 were in neutral site.
That's really rough. I feel
Yeah.
like you should play a little more home games, Clopton.
But to have an 18-8 record and only have 6 home games, it says a lot.
I'm not going to write Clopton off either, but yeah, Van Far is my pick to come out of this one. So District 6, I'm going to go with Schuyler County. I believe that's how you pronounce it. They're 20-6. They're scoring 63.6. They're allowing 47, and they are ranked 9th in the class.
I took the Canton Tigers here. They're number 1 in the conference, or in the district, excuse me. They'll either play Scotland County, who is 10-14, or Million, who is 7-17. So not really much competition for them there if they in the second round when they play. They're 19-7 overall, 8-1 in home games. And what would have been my second option was the 20-6 Schuyler County.
And I believe District 7 is unanimous for us. Salisbury.
We're gonna say it on 3. 3, 2, 1. Salisbury Panthers.
Panthers.
Here we go.
They just lost to Hallsville last week.
Lost 2 games to Hallsville.
They lost 2 to Hallsville, so those are the only 2 games that they have lost this year.
And they're both to Hallsville. I thought that was very interesting. The first matchup they lost 67-50, and the second one that you're mentioning they lost 61-60. What sounds like a thrilling game.
That's Hallsville senior night as well.
Wow. And Hallsville finished 16-8. But there's also another matchup I want to point out here for Salisbury. On the second day of 2024, they beat Marceline 97-50. Or no, excuse me, 97-25. 97-25.
Interesting.
I don't know why I said 50.
That's what almost that's 70 points, right?
Let's do some math here. 87, 77. That's 72 points.
72-point win. That's pretty wild. Salisbury's a very good team this year. They're scoring 67 a game and allowing 38, and they are ranked number 1 in the poll.
Yeah, only allowing 38 is like video game numbers.
And guys, you don't even have to worry about Hallsville in the tournament. So you're 24-0 outside of them. So, you know.
Yeah. So they got that locked up.
So District 8 didn't put too much research into this one. I just took Tipton. They're 17-9. Also another pretty weak district.
Yeah, I was looking at Max Preps, and there's a good player out of Tipton. I didn't write him down because I didn't choose Tipton. I went with the Green Ridge Tigers, coached by Jason Cannon, and under him they went 16-9, average 55 points per game and allow 52.
So District 9, I'm taking Eugene. I'm assuming you have Eugene
Yes,
as well?
I have Eugene as well.
Okay, they're 23-3. They're scoring 73 a game and allowing 50. They are ranked 3, but you guys need to hear me out when I say this.
They should be number 1, first of all, in the district.
Eugene is my state championship winner. I think they'll beat Salisbury. Eugene has played a pretty tough schedule, yet they have still only lost 3 games, and they've got some dogs, and they're building something there.
I 100% agree. Even though they did lose to Fatima in overtime this year, 77-71. But they had 2 big wins at least against schools that you guys may actually know. They beat Capital City, and they also beat Blair Oaks.
So District 10 now. I have Hartville.
Yes, I also took the Eagles here. They're ranked 2nd in the conference, coached by Brett Reed, 23-2 overall, amazing record. Not much more needs to be said.
They scored 59, allowed 37, and they're ranked 2nd in the coaches poll. So let's go to 11. I didn't do a crazy amount of research here. Blue Eye is 18-6, and they're receiving boats. They didn't really have any competition here, so I kind of passed by this one a little bit.
Yeah, I also went with the Blue Eye Bulldogs, 18-6. They beat Wheaton, who is, I believe, their other competition in the conference, 57-32. Put up 57 a game, 13 more than they allow. Blue Eye Bulldogs.
So 12, I took Ash Grove. They're 18-7, and they're scoring 66 a game. So I think the offense is there. I think that they could get this one done.
Yeah, I have down in my notes here that it was not a good district at all when I looked at it. I also took Ash Grove. The Pirates, they went 18-7, almost 70 points per game. And they're coached by Grant Williamson, who's done I would say, a pretty good job this year.
Right. And so 13, do you want to take a stab at the name here?
Yeah. The Willowblow Tigers.
I'm going to go with Weblo.
It's right. I think we talked about this earlier.
We did.
Weblo. The Weblo Tigers.
Woblo. Again, second team that we need you to go in the comments and help us out with that. They're 24-2. They're scoring 75, and they're 4th in the class. I think they've got a really solid team this year, and they can go pretty far.
Yeah. Their 2 losses, though. They lost at Greenwood, 70-57, which is, I believe, a team we'll talk about in Class 3 coming up. And they also lost to Stratford, 65-57. But really, all that needs to be said for this team is that they put up 75 and they only allow 42. That's incredible, and they have a 92.3% win rate. So
now for District 14, I took an upset here, Wellington Napoleon. There's going to be upsets in the bracket, and we know this. So
there always is.
I'm going to take Wellington Napoleon here.
And I took the number 1 team in the conference, the Crest Ridge Cougars. They went 21-5.
So 15, Plattsburgh. They're 22-4, 64 a game, allowing 47, and they're ranked 5th, so I'm going to go with them.
Yep, I also took the Plattsburgh Tigers here. They also lost to Greenwood, who we just previously mentioned with the Webelow Tigers. And they have a player, Michael Ezia, that's his nickname, Howard. Puts up 34.1 points per game, 12.7 rebounds per game, 3.8 assists per game, and 5.7 steals per game, which these are coming from Max Preps. They may not be totally accurate, but it gives us a foundation to go off of for potentially a D1 athlete.
Right. So 16 now. I took the 23-1 Maysville squad. They're scoring 69 a game, and they're ranked 6th.
Yeah, I took the Princeton Tigers here. 21-4, 64.1 points per game under the helm of Coach Collins.
All right, so let's move on to Class 3. Number 1, this is my state winner. They won state last year.
And this is my favorite name as well. So
Central New Madrid County.
Oh, never mind. We picked different schools.
You picked a different team.
Yes.
Why?
I'll tell you why. First of all, the Malden Green Wave. Name a better team name than that.
I can't.
Exactly. Second, yes, they're ranked 10th in the Class 3 overall. They're 19-5, putting up 67 per game. They beat Puxico, but they did lose to Central New Madrid, 94-57.
I can't pick against the reigning defending state champion. They're ranked 1 in the coaches poll, and they're scoring 72.5 and allowing 57. So
Yeah,
we disagree here, and that's all right.
That was maybe a bit of a shell shock pick, but I'm gonna stand by it.
All right, so District 2, I took a 4 seed. I took Scott City. They're receiving votes, and I believe personally that they should be the number 1 in this district, but it is what it is.
The Rams. I also took them.
Awesome. So they're scoring 67.7 a game, and they're allowing 53. I think that's a pretty good difference, and I think that they'll get this one done.
Yep, they beat Woodland, who has a 12-5 record, I believe, is also in their conference, 76-65, and Kelly, who's also in their conference, who's also 20-5. They beat 56-51. So by themselves, they just beat the 2 best teams, or the Scott City's 2 competitors already in the regular season. So that solidified my decision on choosing them as the Class 3 District 2 winners.
Nice. So Class 3, I took Greenville. 16-6. They're scoring 64 a game and allowing 52. Who did you take?
I took the Kingston Cougars. 16-8. 8 games over 500, and they put up 63.1 points per game. How many points does your team put up?
They put up 64.6.
So it's pretty much dead even there. It comes down to the matter of wills and guts, and who wants it more than the other. And I think the Kingston Cougars have it more.
All right. So Class 4, I took an upset here. I don't think that you took the same team. I took Bishop DuBourg. They went 14-8, and they scored 54 a game and allowed 49.
I also took Bishop DuBourg.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. Stars align. I believe they're the 3rd seed in their district, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
So I think this is a really underrated team that could, make some noise here in the district tournament.
Yeah, who'd you put for District 5?
I took Priory. I had a tough time with this one. This is a really weak class. Priory went 11-14. This is my only team with a losing record that's making it out of the district tournament and into sectionals. So Priory scoring 53, almost 54, and they're allowing 51. So who did you take here?
I took the Valley Park Hawks. There was one other team with a winning record, and it was Ellsbury, who finished at 13-12. Christian, a team in their conference, went 1-20. And I have here in my notes, it was the worst district I've seen out of all the classes and districts I've went through. And not very entertaining.
I think the weakest district is still to come, and I'll mention it as well.
And I still think the best district is to come soon. So
I guess we will see.
It's got to be these next 11 districts. We're coming down to the final stretch.
We are. So, District 6, I took Palmyra. They are scoring 56.5. They're allowing 36, and they are ranked 6th in the coaches poll.
Who'd you say you took again, sorry?
Palmyra.
Yes, I also took the Panthers, ranked 6th in Class 3, 23-1, which is outstanding. They're coached by Brian Rhea. Their only loss came to a team from Quincy, Illinois, and they lost 54-42. And the thing that really stands out with this team, 23-1, you think they put up a lot of points per game? 56.5. But they only allow 36.
They're playing hard-nosed ball there
Yes.
in Palmyra. So, yeah, that's a really solid team. I think that they can make some noise. So, District 7, this would be Palmyra's opponent in sectionals. Who do you have here?
I took the Herman Bearcats.
I took Herman as well. Montgomery County may not be happy with that pick, but I think that's a really tough matchup there. I believe Montgomery may have gotten the better of them in the regular season, if I'm not wrong. But I think Herman's my team here for this one.
Yep, I agree with that. 8-2 neutral sites, by the way. So, and their head coach is Jake Whithouse.
And Herman went 19-6, and they
he has a son.
scored 50 a game.
Son's Colt Whithouse, and he plays on the team.
Awesome.
Shout out Colt Whithouse.
So, District 8, we're going to shout out another player. I believe he's scoring 35 a game. I'm sure you have him down.
3, 2, 1. Ryder Williams.
Ryder is a very good player.
So you're saying these stats are real then?
Well, I saw it on Max Preps a few weeks ago, so I'm not 100%
also
sure. But
got
I
them
heard
off
he
of Max
dropped like
Preps.
60 points like last week. I don't know if that's true exactly.
This is a fun player.
So, yeah, Ryder's really good, and he's leading a really good Versailles team. They're 22-3. They're scoring 78.5 a game.
I bet you that's 30 of that's from Ryder, so
Yep.
pretty much half.
Yep, and they're only ranked 9th in the coaches poll.
Which is unbelievable. You need to get that fixed.
I think they are top
Come on,
5.
Misha.
So
Misha does the rankings, right?
I don't believe so.
They don't do it? Okay.
Oh.
Is it just like some random bystander who made a Twitter account and posted it?
I think it's the coaches that do it.
Oh, the coaches do
I
it.
could be definitely wrong about that. It may be media, but I believe that it is coaches.
Gotcha.
So number 9, I've got Fatima. Fatima's always had a pretty good basketball
I do
team.
want to add into that for Seal Tigers team. Out of their 3 losses, 2 of them came to Eugene.
Ooh, and that was my state championship pick there
Yes.
as well.
But anyway, District 9.
Fatima. They're 19-6, and they are scoring 63 a game and allowing 52.
I did not take Fatima. I did not take the Comets. I took the Iberia Rangers. 18-6 overall, 7-2 in neutral site games, 5-0 away. They put up 68.7 points per game, creeping up there to 70, and they only allow 55.
Awesome. So now we're on to 10. I took the Licking Wildcats in this one.
The Licking?
Yep.
The Licking Wildcats.
Yep. Licking High School.
I took the Thayer Bobcats.
Why is that?
18-8, 7-0 at home. Interesting stat about this team: they have 10 players on their roster,
Huh.
and they also lost to my Crusaders 63-57 earlier this year. So
Nice. So for Licking, my reasoning here, they're 19-5. They're scoring 61 a game and only allowing 51. So now 11, I took Sparta. I've got family down there. My stepbrother actually.
Oh, really?
In that area.
Did that favor into your decision?
Just a little bit. Not a crazy amount. Like they didn't go to Sparta or anything. They're just in that area. I can't remember if they actually live in Sparta or if it's right outside of it. But yeah, Sparta's actually a really good team though this year. So when I saw them like on Twitter and they keep winning, and then there's a guy on the team that I can't think of his name, but he's just like dropping 20 on average, and I keep seeing it on Twitter. Sparta's scoring 61 a game and only allowing 43, and they are ranked 8th in the coaches poll. So it's a pretty solid team.
Yeah, taught by Derek Link, head coach. They have an 80.8% win percentage. And this is the stacked conference or district I was talking about. So you got Sparta. You have a 20-6 Fairgrove, a 16-7 Pleasant Hope, a 21-3 Greenwood team, and then a 15-10 Forsyth team.
I know Greenwood is, I believe they are top 5 in the coaches poll. So Sparta's pick was a bit of an upset.
We both took it, so we must be thinking
upset
alike.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a really stacked district. I wish one of them could have been in 5 or 16. Yeah, that's one to go to if you're in that area. Maybe catch a game or two.
Yeah, and for District 12, I'm going to go with back-to-back Trojans here. I'm going to go with the Southwest Trojans. 20-6 this year, 21-8 last year. They score 10 more points than they allow, and their head coach is Rusty Rowe.
So I took a bit of an upset here. I took the 2 seed, which of course you don't really think upset when you say 2 seed, but I took the 14-12 Lamar Tigers. I believe they're the Tigers.
There's a lot of Tigers teams in here, teams mascots and stuff.
They're scoring 62 a game. They're pretty close on the allowing. It's 58.8, but I think that they could pull something off here.
Yep, I understand your decision there.
So 13, I took the 18-3 Adrian squad.
Yep, I also did that.
They're scoring 64 a game, and they're only allowing 48, so I think that's a pretty good team there.
Yeah, 18-3 overall. I like Adrian.
So 14, Lafayette County is your pick, correct?
Yes.
That's a really solid team. They rank 2nd in the coaches poll. They are scoring 71 and only allowing 48. So I feel like that's a unanimous pick on everyone's bingo cards besides, the faithful to the other schools. So District 15, I'm going with Kip KC Legacy, 16-6. They're scoring 66 and allowing 49. They're ranked 5th in the coaches poll.
I took the North Platte Panthers, 18-7 overall, 62 neutral site.
All right, so our final district now. I would like to note that our 4 through 6 video will probably be coming out within a week. And you may be back for the state predictions, possibly.
I would love to be back on this outstanding show.
So
Missouri Sports Talk, even though I like no sports teams from Missouri.
Hey, we're learning. We're both learning together here today.
That's right.
So we're ending it off with my personal weakest district.
Oh, yeah, I also have that written down. Yeah.
That we have in Class 3.
And they are bad.
I took the 11-15 Lawson Jays. Is it Jays or Redbirds? Did you have that written down?
I think I saw Jays.
All right, so Lawson Jays, they're 11-15. They're scoring 46 and allowing 46. They're -8 in point differential. -0.8, sorry.
I mean, every single team here is
bad.
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Shit. So, 19-6, or not 19-6, excuse me. 9-16 overall went the Trenton Bulldogs. Only put up 53 a game, and they allow 58 on average. And there's a team that goes by the name of Marceline, who got beat 97-25 by that one team we were talking about earlier. I forget who. They went 0-23.
Yeah.
So that's how we'll end it off for these 48 districts that we just went over.
Yeah, so, that's pretty crazy. We just went through 48 picks for you guys, and hopefully...
and I never want to go over those 3 classes again because I know none of those schools except for maybe 5.
Yeah. So that's all we've got for today. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Missouri Sports Talk. See you next time.
Keep your stick on the ice.